All right, it's this simple. I have been banned for 2 years from the Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival. I do not know why. The official line, and I've gotten one correspondence for each year, and the official line from them is safety concerns, but they will not elucidate what those concerns are. Now, in a Twitter exchange with somebody who seemed to be peripherally involved with the Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival, I was able to suss out that this person who may or may not be a decision maker, he thinks that I am a danger because I released a video called I want you to be a dangerous man, where I advocate for 3D printing firearms. Because I think most people who are makers are the sort of introspective, stick-to-itive tinkerers who aren't prone to emotional misbehavior, and those are the types of people who I would like to have the power in the world, not out of control angry people, or your typical stereotypical gun owner as the left sees it. So I think I'm doing a good thing encouraging calm and gentle and thoughtful people to be able to have a little bit of power. But he wanted to use this video to say that I am a danger to society or something. I don't know what I'm a danger to. Now, everybody seems to think that I'm a danger to Prusa because I have had a 6-year beef with Prusa. Now, on that subject, Joseph Prusa, we know he's an egotist. His shirt says, "Only I am a 3D printer. Only I am a printer. I'm so special. I'm better than all of you other makers." I think it goes into full-on narcissism. It's not just egotism. And, this is not a video about Prusa, but, look it up. He probably is. Okay, my last video where I talked about how I had an exchange with Joseph Prusa was unable to empathize with me. And here is that correspondence. You can see Joseph Prusa opened up the conversation by saying, "And if you get better, I invite you on a trip to visit our factory." Well, just to prove that this is, actually Twitter, X, there's Joseph's profile. And yeah, if you scroll down after, there's my response to him, and then he has an actual response to me, and he says, "And as much as it's so hard for me right now, if you prove that you've been working on your well-being, my factory tour still stands." So you can watch the video, link in the description, where I really break this whole thing down. But suffice it to say, he doesn't hear me. I'm literally begging him for a certain thing. I want him to tell the world that, yes, he did learn about how to fix his super Pindaprobe from watching my content, and he can't do that. Okay, fine. If he can't do that, well, first of all, I don't think he hears that. I think he just thinks that he has something valuable to offer me, and that something is a factory tour because it's the most valuable thing to him. The thing which he has built, which he is most proud of, is this massive building and all these employees and all these printers in the printer farm, and he thinks that the thing which is most valuable to him is also the most valuable to everyone else, including me. I must be jealous. I must be envious of what he's created, and he's willing to share that with me as the carrot on a stick in front of me to try to entice me to get better, assuming he has my best interest at heart, and there's nothing more to that. He's trying to have me seek therapy, and he'll give me that. Well, how about give me the thing that I'm actually asking for, which is tell people that you learned how to fix your Pindaprobe from my video. Or if that's not available as an option because it's just not true, which is a possibility. I doubt it, but that's a possibility. Then how about you give me the thing which I used to be made fun of for at least 3 years. The constant attacks from Prusa were this guy just wants a 3D printer, a free Prusa, because Prusa is the best printer and he doesn't want to have to pay for one. So he's trying to strong arm Joseph into giving him a printer. How about offer me a printer, Joseph? If you thought that was something that I wanted for so long and all of your lackeys came after me, all of the anonymous, cowardly, asymmetric warfare was saying that same message. So clearly that I asked for a printer. I said, that was the whole thing that I asked for. You don't need to pay me or anything like that for my contribution. Just give me a printer and let me be part of the Prusa network. Let it be known that I am, part of the crew, and I get to be a part of your thing by getting a review printer. That's what I asked for. I asked for that before. So neither of the two things that I asked for does he offer to give me. Instead, he offers to give me the thing which he thinks is the most valuable thing in the whole world. There you go. He can't empathize. I don't think he can empathize. I don't think that's a skill that he has, which would mean that he's definitely
plugging into narcissism. We kind of already covered that, but even more so, there's psychopathy. You've heard of psychopaths from the movies, no doubt. And the key sort of at the core of psychopathy is an absolute inability to empathize, to realize that other beings have emotions that aren't yours. All you do is you live in yourself, and you cannot put yourself in another person's shoes.
And I have another video, and I'll link these in the description, where I showed that he derives joy from another person's pain. So there's a guy named JBV Creative who did nothing to Joseph. He's just the guy who uses Prusa printers to make mechanical devices, and Joseph somehow got insulted because this guy is talented and this guy was very joyful presenting, and Joseph took that away from him and then smiled, and he couldn't hide the smile, so he actually scrubs the smile off. He does this.
Some music boxes, you have the moving part, so we can actually make a fully 3D printable automata, I think.
If you don't believe this mannerism is him scrubbing the smile off his face, I urge you to watch the video.
That's called sadism, when you enjoy somebody else's pain. And the final piece of the puzzle would be Machiavellian behavior. Machiavellianism. Well, if Joseph Prusa is the one behind Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival banning me, that's Machiavellian behavior. Bar none. That's just what that is. So here we have the Dark Triad. Look it up, the Dark Triad. The worst people on the planet throughout history have always had the Dark Triad. Yeah, why am I banned? I don't know. So, safety concerns. The other piece of this could be they're worried for my safety. 6 years of this irrational hatred that they've been building towards me for completely undeserved. I have done nothing to deserve such vitriol. But they've built this up for 6 years. You've heard of Trump derangement syndrome? Well, looks like there's design prototype test derangement syndrome as well. And so they could be worried for my safety. That some of these crazy supporters of theirs are going to lose control and attack me. Well, I'm a big boy. I can handle myself. So thanks for looking out for me. But hey, let me make my own decisions. Let me attend, please. But if it is indeed they're worried that I'm going to be a danger to something else. Well, if I wanted to be a danger to Joseph Prusa, I've had opportunities. I walked right past his booth at the Rapid TCT show.
Hey, look everyone. I'm walking past the Prusa booth and nobody's getting hurt. How strange.
In the last 6 years, there have been countless public appearances that Joseph has made, which I could have shown up to and harmed him physically if that was even remotely something that I wanted to do. So obviously, I'm not going to do that. And if it's just my support of Second Amendment stuff that makes these people who are so unreasonably afraid of firearms think that I am some class of criminal, then we have to look at the fact that they are less concerned about their morality and more concerned about their money. See, the largest, I think, although I don't have the data to prove that, but I think it's the largest filament manufacturer in the world now, employs a former YouTuber, a guy who got kicked off of YouTube unjustly. This is absolutely a heinous thing and wrong that YouTube did to kick him off. But they kicked him off because he made 3D printed gun content. Okay? So here we have an employee of a very large company which is bringing money to the Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival. And they're allowing him to attend because of money. But me? No. As far as I know, I'm the only one who's not allowed to attend the Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival. And yeah, so, which is it? Do you have principles, Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival? Or do you just want to come after me because it's politics? Because Prusa brings in the money. Well, this is capitalism. That's understandable. That's just the way it is. But why don't you grow the cojones to say that instead of being cowardly? You don't have principles, and it's actually all just money. And Joseph Prusa has strong-armed you. Being Machiavellian, he's strong-armed you into not allowing me to attend because my one-man crusade to show that he is not an upstanding human being and his company is not as great as everybody wants to believe it is, has damaged him enough that he has a vendetta against me, and he wants to damage me by not allowing me to attend. So say that. Just tell us that. Just come out. Stop being cowardly. It doesn't make any sense why 6 years I've had to deal with guerrilla warfare tactics. I am standing up, showing my face, making these arguments myself. I am the one out here exposed, and all I get is attacks from the shadows, from anonymous people. Constant anonymous attacks. That's guerrilla warfare. And typically, in asymmetric warfare, you have a strong government, and you can't go toe-to-toe with them. They would demolish you. So the dominant party has to do what I'm doing, which is where you talk at the camera, or you show your face, you come at them front on. And the non-dominant party has to be sneaky about things and attack them. That's asymmetric warfare. So I guess this would make me the dominant. I am dominant over Prusa. Interesting, because Prusa won't talk to me. He did send me one message. Like I said, he where he displayed a lack of empathy, the lack of the ability to empathize, I would even say. And yeah, that was it. That was all I got. So I'm dominant, clearly, over Prusa, which is that makes me feel pretty good. So what do you think of that, Joseph? I dominate over you. Anyway, that'll get him. That's my point. Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival. They've chosen one man, me, to ban, as far as I know. Nobody else. And I'm a stranger to them. I don't know them. Why did they choose me? I never insulted them. I never did anything to them. And yet they've done this. And if they say it's because of principles, then why are they allowing the other YouTuber to attend? Because that violates the principles even more so than me. I had one video just talking about how I didn't even show a gun in that video. I was just talking about the philosophy of it. This other guy had many videos showing the actual guns. And yet you're allowing him to attend. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this one. Speaking of a lack of principles, there's another guy who has a booth, and he is a registered pedophile. He has been convicted of pedophilia in some way, and they still forgive him and let him attend. Now, with both the other YouTuber, who I wouldn't ban from anything, he's clearly not in danger any more so than me, so he absolutely should be allowed to attend things. And as far as the registered sex offender, the pedophile guy, it's possible that he was a victim of a corrupt DA. We know that DAs have to get their quota in, and they will throw random people under the bus and throw the book at them so that they can get their numbers and make it look like they're doing their job so they get voted in the next season. So it's possible that this guy really is a good guy, and he just was victimized by a corrupt legal system in his local jurisdiction. I don't know. I don't have the information. I am not capable of making that judgment. I would not dare to be so egotistical to think that I should be in charge of that. So why does Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival think that they can be the judge, where they can allow him to attend but then ban me? This is very inconsistent and very troubling use of power. With great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, let's quote that. I mean, there's a lot of cosplayers who are going to attend this event. 3D printing and cosplaying kind of go hand in hand. So, that's our lingo, right? With great power comes great responsibility. Well, Rocky Mountain Reprap Festival is showing a very poor judgment and ability to wield their great power. And why did they do this? Please tell us why. Give us an explanation. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.
I'm the YouTube algorithm. You should subscribe to Design Prototype Test, ring the all bell and become a fiscal supporter by clicking on the links. As your benevolent overlord, I'm telling you that it will make your life better. Rather than allowing me to keep force-feeding you mass audience, vacuous content, you'll actually be shown the interesting stuff that most people miss.